I reckon if I asked any one of you right now, what do you want? You'd most likely say, I just want to be happy. I want happiness in my life. I've got a secret for you that's better than anything else you can find, right? At least one secret to happiness, which is also recently been discovered by scientists when they have discovered that when the act of giving, whether that's money or food to others, releases serotonin in your brain. They've done this by studying the brain and doing brain imaging. You can read this quick article here, which goes into detail about how serotonin is released through the act of giving. I also want to go through a hadith video of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ where he says, I and the guardian of the orphan will be like this close in paradise. So both of those things combined tell me that, if I want to do something good, if I want to be happy as well, a really good way to do that is by taking care of orphans, right? Or at least giving your money to someone who's doing that if you can't do it yourself. Look, I've been in that same position as well, where I wanted to take care of orphans, but I couldn't do it myself. So what I chose to do is become a volunteer as well as a sponsor with Crescent Relief. What they do is they've got offices in both Pakistan and Australia, and they actually help orphans in Pakistan. And they give us an opportunity to donate our money to them, so they can do that for us. I also know the brother who runs the operations in Sydney, Australia. His name is Imran Umar, and he's a really good guy who's very transparent about the whole process. You can actually contact him on LinkedIn and ask him about it yourself as well. I recommend Crescent Relief because of their transparency again and their website and the portal that they've got on there. That gives you a lot of transparency as to where your money's going and the progress they're making. You can actually see a full list of all the children that are on the sponsor wait list. And you can also, if you've got a child sponsored yourself and you're paying a monthly rate for it, which I am, alhamdulillah, doing for one child at least, you can actually see the child and the progress they're making, what their name is, how old they are, their picture, all of that kind of information you can find online. And that's updated on a regular basis as well. So that's quite transparent, and it also gives you contentment in your heart to say, okay, my money is actually going towards a child and sponsoring them and giving them a better future. Look, Crescent Relief don't just give money to the orphans, right, to look after themselves. They actually look after their education, their health and upbringing, their personal development by taking them to science fairs like this one. They also look after their happiness and the fun element that we all want in our lives, and our children want that as well, is by taking them to things like KFC, by taking them to a very nice theme park in Lahore, or taking them to a zoo. These are all beautiful memories that all of our children cherish, and if you look back on your life, you obviously cherish as well. So they want to give something like that to those orphan children as well, which is beautiful. So I'd urge all of us to actually be a part of that happiness. The other thing Crescent Relief do is for widowed mothers who've got children but they don't have enough money to support them. They actually provide them money and also a system for the children to help with their upbringing. मेरे बच्चों के लिए मुझे इतनी आसानी हो गई है कि बल्कि मेरी बड़ी बच्चियों की मैं फीस देनी होती है तो मैं इतनी में से देती हूँ, बच्चों की किताबें, कॉपियाँ, उनका यूनिफॉर्म मैं उन्हीं से लेती हूँ और काफ़ी मुझे बदल और हमारे इसमें 100 मसले हल हो जाते हैं। ये जो पैसे आते हैं ये चलो उसको बच्चों की फीसें चल जाती हैं, रेंट पे घर है। Look, just seeing those beautiful faces and smiles and happiness on those faces really gives you joy on the inside. Now imagine being a part of that. You can do that yourself by going to the website that's in the description below. You can sponsor a child just by giving $50 or $100 every month. You can set that up so it's automatically deducted. And then similar to myself, you can also sponsor children and see their progress on the website portal for Crescent Relief. Look, don't these children deserve a future where they're happy, where someone's looking after their happiness? Like if I imagine my children, alhamdulillah I've got two, I look after their every need. I spend all the money I need to just to make sure they're happy, they're okay, they're well, their education, and the countless amount of work that my wife does for their upbringing. These are all things that are lacking in an orphan child's life, unfortunately. So we should really be doing something about that. Once I saw a photo about maybe 6 months ago of a beautiful little girl in Pakistan. She was an orphan and she was out on the street. Right, you could just see sadness on her face, and there was no one to give her a warm blanket or to look after her happiness or anything like that. So I actually wanted to start something where I could help out. And one small element of this is where I can at least volunteer for Christian Relief and sponsor children through them as well. Inshallah, we can do a lot more together. So help pass this message on, subscribe, like, and also share the video with your friends who actually want to do something. And inshallah, we can give these orphan children a better future. Assalamu alaikum.